So, welcome to Wheel of Wisdom, a place where the right message finds you. So, let me show you guys our Wheel of Wisdom. Okay, okay, give me a second to open our wheel and see what is the book that the universe wants to send our way today. Which book are we going to learn from? So, my dear ones, this is our wheel of wisdom. And as you guys can see, this wheel contains the name of 50 plus books that I have read over the past 10 years of my life, the best ones, the best books. So, before we spin the wheel and the universe picks a book for us, I invite you to take a moment and ask yourself, what do I need guidance on today? And see if something specific emerges for you. And if it does, hold that in your mind as we spin the wheel. Oh, okay. So I guess the universe is saying that the universe has your back. And this book has been written by Gabrielle Bernstein. So yeah, give me a second to open this beautiful book and let's see what wants to come through this. Yeah, it was an interesting way of putting it, Sierra. And good morning, Chandan. Good morning. Welcome to the space. So yeah, I was opening the book. Just a moment. Ah, it's always nice to hear the universe has our back. Okay, so this is the book, and this is the author that you see on this page. And now I am going to choose some numbers so that we can play a game together. And now I'm seeing 2020. Lot of double numbers coming my way. So, okay, give me a second to choose some numbers. Let's see. Mhm. Mhm. Okay, so my dear ones, in a moment from now, I'm going to ask you guys to pick a number, and I don't want you guys to rush. Instead, just see what is the first number that pops up in your head. Share it in the comments. I will go through all your numbers and pick one that my intuition is feeling most called to. So let's do this. Ah, I love your excitement, Sierra. But dear, can you please choose a number between 20 to 182? So usually the initial pages have like some I don't know what publisher kind of like information. So yeah, there might not be something on that page. So you can choose a number again if you feel called. Thank you, Chandan. Thank you, Sierra. Thank you, Jean. Okay, let's see. I'm going to wait a moment in case anyone else wants to share a number. Thank you, David. Hmm. So, for the chosen number, I am going to open that page and I'm going to read the highlighted text from that page because as I was reading these books, I highlighted the insightful paragraphs or the transformative exercises from these books. Okay, seems like everyone who wanted to share a number has done so. So let's dive in. Okay, let's see. What is the number? Okay, so the number that I am feeling most called to is close ties. Just a moment. Okay, it is 67 and the number has been chosen by Jane. Okay, let's see what wants to come through page 67 for Jane and anyone else who is in the space because you are here because you were meant to hear that message. Jane is celebrating. Here we go. Oh, there was Amelia's number also. Oh, I'm so sorry I missed that. I think, yeah, I don't know why the comment didn't scroll up. It usually does. Oh, I'm sorry, Amelia. Maybe next time, Gab. because because everything happens, for a reason. So maybe I was meant to choose Jane's number, but I would do, you can choose another number for the next book. I hope you don't mind. I'm sorry. Okay. Let's see. Mhm. So the message here is when you experience someone's true presence, you are reminded of your own. Again, when you experience someone's true presence, you are reminded of your own. So, I don't know, there is a practice. There are certain steps under this, but for some reason, I feel complete. I don't feel like reading the steps. So, let me know, Jane. Like, do you feel complete just from this one line? Is this the message that you needed to hear right now? Or should I go ahead and read more? Let me know. Jane says, ooh. Love that. Okay, love that. Huh. It is definitely aligning with your intention for today. And yeah, and the universe maybe is asking you or reminding you to stay present, with when you, especially when you are with someone today. And see if there is a magic that is waiting to unfold from that interaction. Maybe that is something that is going to happen next today. So yeah, keep that in mind. Jane says, I'm retiring. It's my last day of work. Wow, amazing. Oh my goodness. I hope that, this next chapter turns out to be everything you have ever needed and more than what you have wanted from this phase of your life, Jane. Wow, you have given so many of your years, of your, I don't know, beautiful energy to your work. And you might have impacted so many people, like it is a day worth reflecting. Like, you know, on like if I just look back on all these years and all the work that I have done and on the people that I have impacted, just taking a moment to sit with that. Ah, Jane, so happy for you. And I hope that you take good care of you give yourself everything that you deserve in this, whole period, that you take care of yourself, you give yourself your full attention, everything. Emilia says, congratulations, Jane. Yeah, congratulations, Jane. I forgot to say that. Ah, let's see. Jane says, thank you. That is exactly what I need. I received that. I'm glad. I'm really, really glad to hear that. That is my very intention that everyone receives what they need, most right now. Thank you, Sarah, for this kind donation. I'm glad that something from the space landed in your heart and you decided to support my work, through this way. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I hope that, hmm, I really hope that your body receives so much, like your body receives all the rest that it needs and that you feel more energized today. You feel, full of strength, flexibility, that your body feel loved, you know, your body feels like you are giving it all the attention that it needs in a very nice way. So thank you. Jane says that is the plan. It is so hard to do, right? Yeah, it is so hard to do. It has been hard for you to do that, but it may not be now that you have more time, like, of course there are so many mental blocks as well, but the external obstacles are, reducing. And you know okay, okay, I have got a practice for you, more of a challenge, Jane. You give me a moment to push you, and then I am going to give you a challenge. So for the next week, Jane, I invite you to do this practice. Either you can listen to the track or just learn it one time and do it repeatedly every single day in this week. Okay? Because this practice is going to help you to learn to listen to what you need and then to pause and find a way to meet your need. And this is what you know, okay, okay. Jane has accepted the challenge. Okay, love that, love that. Jane says, uh-oh. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to give you a very big challenge because, of course, then your mind is going to be like, I'm not doing that. But yeah, and this is a very short practice. And if you just learn it and if you just do it on your own as well after, later on, it is going to just take 1 minute from your day. And the challenge is to do it once a day for the next week. And this is how you're going to learn to take care of yourself a little more better than you are used to. Oh, it seems like you like the challenge and the reading. Thank you, Jane, for this donation. I am glad that that you resonated, that you got what you needed, and maybe a little extra push that you didn't expected. Thank you. And I hope that hmm, that you remember to take care of yourself this week and hmm, and that you feel loved by yourself that you might not have felt before, and that you feel like doing it more and more and more again. So yeah, that is my wish for you. Let's see. Mm, okay, we have read pretty much all the comments. Okay, now let us move on to our second reading for today. But before that, let me take care of my body as well. Hmm, okay. So, my dear ones, Jane says, now I have to head to my last day. Bless you and thank you, everyone. I hope that you have a very beautiful, magical day and that you get to witness in some way the kind of impact that you have made through your work today. So, yeah, bye bye. Have a nice day, Jane. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, so, my dear ones, again, bring to your mind anything that you need guidance on. So, take a moment to think about it, holding what you need guidance on in your awareness as we spin the wheel. Okay, so the book that came up is The Mindfulness Solution: Everyday Practices for Everyday Problems by Ronald D. Siegel. So let me open this book and let's find a solution for our everyday problems. Okay. So here is the cover of our book. And now let me choose some numbers so that we can play a game together. So, my dear ones, I invite you to pick a number between 17 to 33. And there is no rush. I choose a number randomly based on my intuition. So just share the first number that appears in your head in the comments and receive the divine message that the universe wants to send your way. Thank you, Sierra. Anyone else who wants to share a number and receive a reading? Thank you, Amelia. I was actually thinking about you. Like you shared the number first time. So, yeah, I was like, and coincidentally, we have the same number of people here. Lovely. Thank you, Jennifer. Okay, anyone else? Okay, then let's go with the numbers that are here. Hmm, let's see. Thank you for understanding, Amelia. Yeah, it does. Like usually when I'm reading the comments, whenever everyone types, it just scroll down again and again and again. And now this time it didn't. So yeah, weird stuff. Okay, thank you, Chandan. Oh, it is lovely how we got like 26, 27, 28. That's lovely. Okay. And I am feeling called towards 28. So yeah, let's see what wants to come through that page. Okay, so page number 28. And it seems like it goes up to 27. Like it starts from 27 and it extends to 28. So yeah, seems like we have chosen Sierra's and Amelia's, both people's number. So let's see what is the message for both of these beautiful souls. Okay. So the author says the heading is filtering out our lives. The author says by constantly thinking, trying to maximize pleasure and minimize pain, we filter out much of life's potential richness. We gravitate towards things we like, try to avoid things we don't like, and ignore the things we don't feel strongly about either way. This incessant pursuit of goals make it difficult to appreciate the fullness of life, of the world, and easy to miss important information. If I'm walking down the street, I might come out of my thoughts enough to notice people I find attractive, such as a cute little children or a beautiful woman. I might also notice people that I find threatening, either because they remind me of my vulnerability, such as very old or disabled people, or because I fear they might hurt me, such as a teenage gang members. I will basically ignore everyone else. In a sense, we are always shopping, either literally for goods or services that we imagine will make us happy, or figuratively for attractive sights, sounds, tastes, and other sensations. This narrow our focus and makes us miss out on a lot. So, if you are attentive, it won't take long to complete a column. Okay, give me a second. Mm, okay, give me a second to find out what the author is referring to. Okay, so there's kind of an exercise. So it is called Attraction Aversion Tally. And this is what is on page number 28. So this is easiest to do when going for a walk or when literally shopping for food or other items. Take a small pad or notebook with you. Make two columns labeled attraction and aversion. Every time you see something you like or find attractive, put a tally mark in the attraction column. Every time you see something you don't like or find unattractive, put a mark in the aversion column. Notice the feeling of each impulse to hold on to the pleasant or push away the unpleasant. See how long it takes for a column to fill up. So, so there is this practice that is called, like, when we label things as pleasant or unpleasant. So this is kind of a mindfulness practice, and this is another version of this, like where we go on a walk and we notice, we make note on the things that we found pleasant and the things that we didn't like so much. And then in those moments, we would become more aware of our, you know, um, attachment, because either we are trying to hold on more of the pleasant things. For example, when you come when you take a vacation and the vacation is over, or when the weekend comes to an end, we are like, we really don't want to let go of it. We are like, I really want to grip onto that thing. I do not want to let go of that pleasant thing from my hand, from my life. And same goes with the unpleasant things. The moment we see a little bit of discomfort within us, we try to push it away, we try to avoid it, either by using our phone, either by you know, like getting busy with work. So we have all these different tendencies to avoid things, and we want to hold on to this. And as you know, it is said in like different, Buddhist less teachings, that sense of attachment is the cause of suffering, that we want to hold on to the good things and we want to push away, the bad stuff. And the alternative is that it's not about becoming a robot and not feeling anything. It's about when the pleasant thing is happening, you are aware of it and you truly savor it. You take in fully, you are fully present to experience that pleasantness, when that is happening. And every, like, kind of everything in our life has, both two aspects attached to it, anything, like if you go to work and if you say you hate your job, there might be something that you really like about it, that is, or that is something that is like neutral or pleasant about that, some aspect of it that you like. Maybe you don't like the job, but you like, the cafeteria or like the environment around it, the view from your cabin, whatever it is, there can be some little things that you like. So everything has both of these aspects attached to it. So when you encounter that pleasantness, when you have a pleasant experience, then you can truly take a moment and savor it and make, like, truly notice it and enjoy it and let it affect you in a beautiful, positive manner. And when those negative aspects come up, again, you can remember, first of all, that it is not, that there is, that life doesn't only have, or this particular thing doesn't only have negative, there is something pleasant also attached to it. So that is going to be in your mind. And when this unpleasantness come, you take a moment to, be there for yourself when you are experiencing something unpleasant, because instead of trying to like numb it, suppress it, rush, like push it away, you are giving it even more power. It's kind of like, there's this metaphor that I really love, which is used to explain that, what happens when you suppress something, a thought, a feeling, a sensation, something you don't like, something that feels unpleasant. It's like, when you push down a beach ball into water and you're putting more force, it is taking a lot of energy to suppress it, first of all. And then when you let go of it, it is going to just come back and with more force, it is going to be even more abrupt and it is going to, like, shake your life in a way. So, not going on to that path, pushing away the unpleasantness. Instead, when that happens, you be there for yourself. You notice, what that unpleasantness feels like. You get in touch with it. You get to know it. You get to care for it. You get to, the best, like, to befriend it in a way, you know. So yeah, those are the two, I don't know, alternatives that you can do. And yeah, this was the whole reading. This was what came up for me from that reading. Let me know if it resonated with you at all. Okay, let's see. Hi, Anastasia. Welcome. Welcome to the space. We just did, I just chose a number for this book, but I appreciate you sharing that number. And I hope that whatever part you could hear, I hope that something from it resonated with you. Sarah says, this very much hits home for me and my concern, a question. Okay. And it is like an answer to your question, or it addresses your concern. Thank you. I'm really, really happy to hear that, Sarah, that it resonated. And, you know, it was what you needed. It was what you asked for from the universe when I asked you to think about what you need guidance on. Thank you. Uh, your feedback also helps me, gain more trust in that inner wisdom, in my intuition. So, yeah, like this beautiful confirmation is really, really appreciated. Anastasia says, yes, thank you so much. You're welcome. You're welcome to this space. Oh, David says it resonated with him as well. Oh, wonderful. Thank you, David. Thank you for letting me know that. Ah. Okay. And Emilia, would you like to share anything? If it doesn't resonate, that's also all right. You can share that. Or if something else is coming up for you, there is a question, there is a reflection, there is a different message that you got from the reading or from what I said, you can share any of that in the comments, or you can choose not to share. You know, everything is okay, everything is welcome here. So, yeah. Sarah says, I'm trying to balance grad school so that I may eventually help others professionally and my personal life and practice, and it's been difficult. Ah, Sarah, I love your intention, to be able to help others in their profession. So that's why you are choosing this particular career. And ah, and yeah, balancing stuff, it's kind of hard. It's very hard. Thank you for sharing that in the space here. And I hope that, that you find a way to either, bring more balance into your life or to take better care of yourself as you are trying to juggle all these different things, in your life. So yeah, I hope that happens for you. Okay, guys. So let's do one more reading for today and then we will wrap up. Uh, Sierra says, thank you for your reading and insight. Thank you, Sierra. Thank you for sharing. And yeah, I am enjoying having you here in this space. Okay, so let's do our final reading for today. Okay. So, again, bring to your mind anything you need guidance on as we spin the wheel. Okay, so the book that came up is Ask and It Is Given by Esther and Jerry Hicks, The Teachings of Abraham. Okay, so another beautiful reminder from the universe that if we ask, it is going to be given to us. Okay, Emilia says, I'm making a connection between both readings. It's easy to accept the positives reflecting in us, but not the negative. But knowing that the negative feeling or unwanted feeling is in me too. Okay, give me a second to take that in. Okay. Okay, so from like what I'm hearing is that, it's easy to accept or love the, positive parts of us, the positive qualities of us, or even, of the situation. And it's very hard to accept the things that we don't like about us or that we don't like about the situation, right? So, first, when I said that, first, there's a whole resource that I have created around that. It is more of it is more related to the situation, accepting the negative or unwanted aspect of the situation. So if that's, what you're referring to, then you might want to look into this. And about ourselves, accepting the unwanted feelings and or the unwanted aspects of ourselves. So I wonder what would happen if, you know, when that part of you appeared, the one that you don't like, the one that you don't want, then you connect with that part and you asked it that what is this part of me trying to do? Asking that part directly. So first settling yourself, first being more centered, like practicing something so you feel more centered, you feel more calm. And then, once that part of you appears, bringing that part of you to mind that you don't like, that you don't want within you, and maybe getting to know it a little bit better as to what is this part of me, what what is what are the intentions of this part, what is it trying to do. And when we reflect on this, Emilia, usually we realize that this part of us is has a positive intention, it is trying to do something, it is trying to accomplish something that it thinks will benefit us in some way. Now, the way in which it does that or what it is doing may or may not be what is healthy for us right now, but it thinks that it is good for us, and that's why it's doing that. So when we understand that, it brings a lot of compassion naturally within us. When we see that someone is trying to do something nice for us, it makes us feel, like warm towards that person, right? So that's what happens. And then, eventually, once you have formed that nice relationship with that part, you can, as a adult wise self, you can suggest ways that, would this part of you be willing to try this instead, whatever you think is healthy in your situation. And or whatever you think is healthy, that instead of acting in that manner, behaving in that manner, or thinking in that manner, what if this part of you tried this other thing. And they might be more open to it once they have felt that they are appreciated, that they're loved, that they're accepted as they are. It's kind of like when someone truly hears you, truly sees you, truly accepts you as you are, and then, not from a place of judging you or criticizing you, they suggest a different way to do things, but they make normal suggestion, a friendly suggestion that, don't you think this might be more helpful? And when you feel like they are not criticizing you or judging you, they don't want to get rid of you, they don't like you. So if all of that is not present and you think that, okay, this person like really cares about me, this person has accepted me, this person loves me, they are coming from that place, you are more willing to give that other thing a try, to give it a try. So that is what might happen with that part when you form that kind of a relationship with it. So yeah, that is what came up for me. I don't know if you needed like this whole thing that I shared, but yeah, it came for me, so yeah, I wanted to put it out there in case you needed it. And yeah, and if you feel like you want to dive deeper, or you want to like do this with me, feel free to reach out, and yeah, we can figure something out. And by the way, I have responded to your message that you sent me, I think, 4 or 6 days ago. Yeah, so yeah, maybe you can look into that as well. Okay. And yeah, and I love how you reflect on every reading and give it a try, and then share like your experience of it. I like that. Like that is like truly honest. So I love that. Okay. Vijay says, hey, hi Vijay, welcome. Sierra likes this and agrees that it's so true. Okay. Glad it resonated with you, Sierra. And now we were on our third book, so let's go ahead with that one. So, the book again that we are going to receive our final message from is Ask and It's Given by Esther and Jerry Hicks. So, okay, give me a second to choose some numbers so that we can play a game together. Okay. So, my dear ones, I invite you to pick a number between 13 to 128. Here you go. And again, no need to rush. Take your time. See what is the first number that appears in your mind and share it in the comments. Let's see. Anastasia says, I have I have that we are being spiritual and playful. Uh, I love that we are being spiritual and playful at the same time here. It's so important. Exactly. That is the kind of vibe that I want to have here. So I'm glad that yeah, like sense that from the space. Love that. And thank you for coming back. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you, Anastasia. Thank you, Emilia. Thank you, David, for sharing a number. Okay. So yeah, waiting for a moment in case anyone else wants to share a number. Hi, Vijay. Thank you for sharing a number. And oh, we have two teachers here. I didn't notice, or maybe more than that. So yeah, if you are a teacher here, feel free to introduce yourself or like share what you share here on Inside Timer, and other people can also check out, check your offerings out here on Inside Timer. Ah, okay. So, and no pressure if you just want to listen quietly, you can stay in the background. No issues. Hi Matt. So happy to have you here. I was like, okay, ooh, Matt is here. Definitely the space got more peaceful. So if you don't know, Matt has these amazing, so calming, so peaceful lives where he plays like this beautiful music, but it is magic. So yeah, if you don't know him, I highly recommend checking him out. Okay, so let's see. Which number am I feeling most called to? Mhm. Okay. So the number that is coming up for me is 108. Such a beautiful number. Thank you, Anastasia, for sharing that. And we have a comment. Anastasia says, so amazing. I'm a teacher here too. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, wow, amazing. I'm going to check you out and follow you definitely. Anastasia says, I would love to start weekly lives in IT and call it Receive Love and Joy from a Radiating Soul. Oh, that you are. Love that. Oh, I'm going to, follow you and look forward to attending that live of yours. Okay, so yeah, let me write it down in my to do. Okay. Max says, you are magic. Oh, you are magic too, Max. You are like, I'm just so grateful to have you and your music and your magic in this world. Okay, so let's go. Yeah, let's go to page number 108, which was Anastasia's number. And let's see what wants to come through for her and for everyone else in this space. Because you won't be if you weren't meant to hear that. You won't be here. Okay. Mm. Let's see. So this is called the wallet process. Interesting. Let's see. Anastasia says IT made me to create a separate teacher profile that has the same profile picture and the name Anastasia Nikolskaya. Sorry if yeah, I think I mispronounced it. Your surname, but okay, thank you for sharing like your full name. Let me take a photo so I can follow you later on. And you're welcome. You know, I love supporting other teachers and I love how supportive the other teachers are. It's like such a beautiful community here. Emilia says, in my imagination, Matt's tag is Ambassador of Peace. That is 100% correct. Love that, Emilia. It is. Whenever I think of peace now, I think of Matt. Okay. Yeah, so I was reading. Okay, give me a second. Yeah, so the name of the process is the wallet process. And the author says when you can use this process. When you want to attract more money into your experience, when you want to improve the way you currently feel about money in order to allow even more to flow into your life, when you want to get your juices flowing regarding your specific desire, or when you feel that there is a shortage of money in your life. So, this is a process that you can apply then. Interesting. Okay, let's see. Uh, give me a second to just figure out the steps or something. Mm, yeah. So many people, however, without realizing it, are focused upon the lack of money rather than the presence of money in their experience. So even though they often identify things that they desire, they hold they hold themselves apart from their own desires because they are more accustomed to noticing the lack of dollars than the presence of them. Again, it comes back to the fact that every subject is really two subjects: what is wanted and the lack of it. So, it is natural for all manner of abundance to flow easily into your experience, and the wallet process will help you offer a vibration that is compatible with receiving of money instead of pushing it away. So, here is the process. First, obtain $100 bill and put it in your wallet or purse. Keep it with you at all times. Whenever you hold your wallet or purse, remember that your $100 bill is there. Feel pleased that it is there. And remind yourself often of the added sense of security that it brings to you. Now, as you move through your day, take note of the many things that you could purchase with that $100. As you pass a nice restaurant, notice that if you really wanted to, you could stop in and have a delicious meal. As you see something in a department store, remind yourself that if you really wanted to, you could purchase that because you have $100 in your wallet. By holding the $100 bill and not spending it right away, you receive the vibrational advantage of it every time you even think about it. In other words, if you were to remember your $100 and spend it on the first thing that you noticed, you would receive the benefit of really feeling your financial well being only once. But if you mentally spent that $100 20 to 30 times in that day, you will have received the vibrational feeling advantage of having spent $2,000 or $3,000. Each time you acknowledge that you have the power right here in your wallet to purchase this or to do that over and over again, you add to your sense of financial well being. So your point of attraction begins to shift. Ah, So that is how we attract more abundance into our life, you know. Yeah, and like a different version of this can be also like a mix with a gratitude practice, you know, noticing all the things that you already have in your life that makes you feel abundant, you know, that you might not truly appreciate right now. And this exercise is like, I really like it. It's like a very fun, it's a fun, imaginative, ah, lovely exercise. Mm. And it hits all the right spots, you know. You have the sense of security, the sense of safety, and that you can, you know, you can buy all of these things. And just, you know, thinking about it gives you that pleasure that you might not get when you have those things, you know, sometimes because we take things for granted a lot of times. Or we forget about it. When we get something, we are like, okay, let's move on to the next thing. Let's focus on something else, you know, let's move on to the next problem, to our next goal, and so on. So, this practice might help you with that as well. Okay, so Anastasia says yes. So Anastasia, you're saying yes to the practice. So maybe you can take on this challenge, you know, for this week that you're going to give this a try for this week. Anastasia says amazing practice from the book. I'm going to try. Ah, lovely. I'm happy to hear that. Gratitude journal prompts. What aspects of my life I am so abundant in my life already? Where I am overflowing in abundance. Ah, love that. Exactly, you know. I'm glad that the same, you know, pairing with gratitude popped up in both of our heads. Love the alignment and the prompts. And thank you for sharing them, you know, in case anyone else would also like to give this a try. If you are really struggling in that financial area, or if you are feeling, you know, less satisfied in terms of your finances. And I'm also going to give this a try as well. Anastasia says, I have enough already and I am welcoming for more to come. I welcome more for more to come in, sorry. Love that. Ah, so you offered us the prompts, the, you know, and the affirmation, the mantra. Love that. Thank you, Anastasia, for sharing, you know, all of these things and your beautiful energy to the space. And thank you for everyone for doing so, you know. I really, really hope that you received something of value from this live today. And, you know, I hope that you carry something, you know, from the space into your day, whether it is like the energy, the feeling, a mantra, a prompt, an exercise, you know, a message, whatever it is that would make today a little better, a little more intentional, a little more joyful. So, yeah, thank you so very much for being in this space, for spending your precious, precious time with me, with all of us in this space. And in case you are new to me, I want to share a few things, like all the resources that I have created for you guys. So, in case you are regular ones, like you have heard me saying all of this before, you are welcome to say goodbye in case you want to move on to, you know, something else. And if you want to stay, I always love having you for as long as you need, but just an invitation in case you want to say goodbye. Ah, Emilia. Oh, thank you so much, Emilia, for this kind donation. Thank you so much for your generosity. And I feel so honored, so grateful for, you know, this kind of support from you. Just means so much. And I'm so glad that, you know, you receive some form of value, something from this space, from this life. Thank you so much. Thank you, David. Thank you so much. Ah, thank you both of you for your constant support. It means a lot. And I just can't thank you enough for helping me continue this, you know, continue this live space, continue all my offerings. Thank you so much. And I hope for you, Amelia, that um, I hope that you feel good enough today in those aspects of your lives that are most important to you right now, that you feel appreciated in those aspects of your life, and that you spend a few moments in connection with Mother Nature and see the same beautiful qualities in nature reflected in you. So, yeah, that is my wish for you. And for you, David, I hope that, I don't know, an image came up for me where you are dancing. So, I hope that you get to move your body in a way that feels nice, that brings you some joy. So yeah, thank you both of you. Sierra says, thank you for your presence and support, Anisha. I appreciate you and your energy. I send you much love. Thank you, Sierra. Thank you so much. And I loved having you, reading all your comments. It was truly lovely to have you today. And I hope to see you here again. Maybe in my next live, which is, let me see. Yeah, which is day after tomorrow. So I've scheduled it a little bit early than this one. But yeah, I'm going to schedule the next one at this time, just so you know. Okay. Now, coming to the three places where you can find everything that I have to offer, all the resources that I've created for you guys. So, my dear ones, the first place is Anastasia says, I hug trees with their permission. And the nature is always so abundant in colors and aliveness of all the creatures that support our life cycle. Ah, I love that. I love that you take permission, And I learned that, from, I don't know, from someone I was watching, and I like, okay, I really like that. And it's really a lovely practice to do. It's like, ah, it's like I feel more welcomed in that environment when I do that. So thank you for sharing it with everybody, Anastasia. David says, thank you. I will try and have a dance when the day starts to go down. Okay, my iPad is too hot and has frozen already. Oh, David. I'm sending you some coolness from here, from my part of the world to yours, because it rained non-stop yesterday here, and now it is cooler. So yeah, I'm sending you some of that, cooling rain. and 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 David, hmm, I have something for you. Okay, here it is. So recently I created a practice, especially for these hot days. So if you or anyone else need some help cooling down, then this is a traditional yoga practice that is, it is a breathing practice that helps your whole system feel down so it doesn't froze like David's iPad. Okay, you're welcome, David. So yeah, I was sharing the first place where you can find all the resources that I have created for you, like this one. So the first place is when you go to my profile, you go to the home section there and you scroll down to the bottom. Okay, when you see this group, which is called World of Wisdom, this is my beautiful community here on Inside Timer. And here I share, all the updates and all the summaries of these lives. So every time a live end within like a few minutes, I share a summary of the reading, the book, and anything else in this space. So yeah, if you want to join this beautiful community with 145 other beautiful beings, you can do so. I would love to have you. But yeah, coming to the places. So the first place is the playlist section where I have all my resources. So I've organized all of my tracks and videos in these playlists. So I'm going to just name them so that in case something resonates, you can check it out. You can save that playlist because I'm adding more and more, resources in these. So yeah, there is this free 21-day mindfulness meditation challenge. There is this nervous system regulation techniques. There is this wheel of wisdom pick a meditation. So this playlist is like a version of this live where I ask you guys to pick a number. Here you pick a meditation or the universe pick a meditation for you. I mentioned like how to play this game here in the playlist itself. And then there is little reminders for you. This is the one that is kind of most close to my heart. This contains like short tracks for when you're feeling very low and you need some support, you need a pick me up, you need to feel more hopeful, more empowered. So, yeah, you might want to look into that if you struggle with negative thoughts. And then the final one is therapy tools and techniques. So, here I have added either specific therapy techniques or some meditations inspired from a psychological concept. Because yeah, I have my degree in psychology as well. So I was like, okay, let me share everything that I know with you guys so that you have the right tool when you need it. Yeah, this is the first place where you can find all of my resources. The second place is the courses section. So you will find all of my 7 courses here on acceptance, mindfulness, on learning to, find beauty in, your everyday life, negative thoughts, limiting beliefs, and stuff like that. So, yeah, all these topics. And the final place where you will find all of my offerings is by going to the About section. When you scroll down, at the bottom, you will see this, and here you will find all of my other offerings. And yeah, and if you want to access the recording of this live, all the previous lives, because this is episode number 231, so you can do that here as well. Or if you want to work more personally with me, you can do that as well here. So yeah, that's it. This is all that I have to offer you guys. And I hope that, whatever you need, you find it, either from my profile, either from this whole app, or from somewhere else. I hope that, all your needs get met and you feel supported, by this universe. So, yeah, that's it that I wanted to share with you guys. Thank you so much for listening to me so patiently. I really appreciate that. Sarah says, that's what I'm going to grad school for. Oh, okay. So, like, okay. So, you mean for when I shared the therapy section, the therapy tools? Like, are you becoming a psychologist? Do you mean that or something else? Okay, okay. Amazing, Sarah. I hope that you touch the lives of so many people in a way that really, you know, makes a good impact in their lives and their, in the ones around them and the whole world in general. You are doing an amazing job, a lovely intention indeed. So, yeah, that's it for this live today. Okay, there is a comment. Let me, read that. Anastasia says, thank you. We love you and sending lots of love, positivity, and patience, whoever needs it for this weekend. Thank you. Ah, and I love having you here, Anastasia. Thank you so much for all this love and all this beautiful energy. Sierra says, I hope so too. Thank you. Much love, and I will hopefully see you again soon. Hoping, hoping that as well. Thank you, David, for all these beautiful hearts. Emilia says, thank you for another wonderful live, as always. Thank you. It was lovely to have you here from the start today, Amelia. Thank you so much for joining us. And I hope to see you in the next one or whichever one you can make it to. It's always a nice surprise. And I'm really glad that I did today's live. I was feeling very tired today when I started, uh, but now I'm feeling filled with energy somehow. So thank you guys. So I hope to see you guys day after tomorrow. And till then, take care. Bye bye. Namaste. May you all be safe. May you all be healthy. May you all feel happy. May you all feel loved and valued. You're welcome, David. Thank you for staying till the end, all of you. I appreciate it.